If you want to make $1 million this year, become an angry chud and start posting videos on the internet. Title them, "This is so crazy," or "It's so over," and you have found yourself a infinite money glitch. This video, I'm going to get shit on for making, but I don't care. We need to stop letting chuds monetize outrage and skew the realities of millions and millions of people. I'm going to explain to you in this video why watching videos like this is actually worse for you than most drugs. There's an entire generation of dudes out there that are convinced the world is over or it's going to end very soon. And if we're being real, it could. We could get nuked tomorrow. But I'd hope that if that does happen, I spent today not complaining about shit, stupid shit that I have zero control over. I'd hope that my last day, I felt good. Shit is bad right now. I'm not denying that. But the secret that these chuds don't want you to know, shit was never good. There is always something awful happening in the world, something that doesn't make sense, something that pisses me off, something that's unfair. And that's why these guys can just make content over and over and over and make millions and millions of dollars. I mean, look at one of this dude Asmongold's channels easily clearing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on one channel, because nothing spreads faster than outrage does on YouTube. And the first time I heard about Asmongold was probably around 2023. One of his videos popped up on my shit. I watched it. And to this day, because I clicked on one of this dude's videos years ago, YouTube is still recommending me his stuff. And I'm going to focus in on Asmongold in this video. He's obviously not the only one, but the reason I'm going to talk about him is because he's the one that popped up on my feed. You know, he's the one that I actually watched his videos for a bit. Because when you see a video titled, "It's so over," or, you know, "This is crazy, I can't believe this," and it has like 3 million views in one day, I'm going to want to click on that shit. Bro knows exactly what he's doing. Like, he is not stupid at all. So all his takes are made in a very relatable way. The perspective is that he's just like the viewer. You know, he's getting fucked by the world and explaining why and how in usually logical ways. And he's doing this all, by the way, from his childhood bedroom, which is a huge part of the appeal. I mean, that's cool. I can't even lie, because streamers, you know, we usually see these streamers in these ridiculous mansions with a bunch of stupid, expensive shit in the background. There's like a streamer background template that's so annoying, and he does not have it, right? So him being in this dirty ass room, subconsciously, it's like it creates another level of relatability. But the irony of this is, he is not getting fucked by the world. He is doing the fucking. He is making millions of dollars a year. So that room, yeah, it might be dirty just like yours is, but that bank account is very clean. And I'm not jealous of money. I don't think money is a accurate indicator of true success, because what is all this money if you're literally spreading mass doom? But here's the thing. Let's say his persona is real, right? Which it could be. It honestly probably is. Maybe he really does just sit in this goon cave all day and all these millions coming in. He just, you know, he doesn't look at them. So then why, in God's name, is it all right for someone like that, who has never left his comfort zone once, who has such little life experience and perspective on the beauty of the world and all the shit that it has to offer, why is this the person that we are looking towards for opinions on shit? Why is this the person altering the reality of millions and millions of people? And you might be like, "Paul, chill, bro. Like, he's not altering any reality. He's just making videos that I watch when I'm taking a shit." And consciously, that's true. But your subconscious, bro, you know, like the one that actually matters, the one that shapes your reality, that's what becomes chudded out when you watch this shit. The complaining and the "it's so over" becomes reality of the viewer, making it actually over for you. And that's why this shit is evil. Let me explain better, okay? If you're like me, you've probably gone the majority of your life feeling like, yo, something's missing, bro. Like, there's got to be something else to this life shit, something that I just don't have yet. And these doomer videos do a great job feeding that feeling. It's like a girl, a car, a house. There's all these things that you should have, but because of X, because of Y, you don't. Because it's so over, you don't have these things. But what if I told you that that feeling, that complaining, that feeling that something's missing because I got screwed, that mindset is the thing that prevents you from getting things in life. Like that mindset, I need a girlfriend, is stops you from actually getting one. I need that new whip. Enjoy walking, bro. I need more money. You're not going to get more money. And I'm not one of these manifestation heads, like we believe in geodesy over here. But watch what happens when you tell yourself, actually, I have everything I need. I don't need shit. And then you move forward with your life with that mindset, and not in a complacent, lazy gooner way, like, oh, I have everything I need, so I'm just going to game and goon all day. No, in like a gratitude way, and watch how your reality reacts. I'm obsessed with this because I see it over and over and over. The dude with the why me victim mindset continues to get punished by the world. And that was me. It's like, have you ever met a successful person with a victim mindset? I have never. You compare that to the dude who wakes up in the morning and thanks God just to be alive, just for the fact that he woke up alone. That dude gets rewarded over and over and over. This is something I noticed in my personal life, and then I realized that they noticed this thousands of years ago, and it's actually in the Bible, but it just feels like nobody today understands this. They said it in different words back then, right? It was like, thou who hath shall be given, or some shit like that. The only reason I came to this understanding on my own is like after being depressed for so many years, after taking so many L's, it wasn't until I got into a situation where I thought I was going to die and I survived that situation that I discovered gratitude and the power that that shit holds, because it changed my entire life. I don't want to get too into this. I want to get back to the chuds, but it's like, even when I'm losing, if I'm grateful that I woke up that day, I could have an objectively dog shit day. I'm still winning, bro. Like, for the sole reason that I view waking up in the morning as a gift, as a win. Where before, even when I would have a great day objectively, I would be depressed. I'd be like, I lost. Why does it feel like I'm losing? Okay. And I hope this doesn't sound like some guru shit. I hate coming off that way. I feel like a better way to explain it is with an example. Okay. It's like if you go on a first date and you're gooned out, all you're thinking about is how bad you want to hook up with this girl, which, by the way, if that's how you're going into a first date, you should not be going on that date. But let's say that's the case. That date is going to go terrible because you're saying, I need something from her. I'm missing something and I need it. And watch how that date goes compared to going into a date being like, I don't need shit. I have everything I need. I do not need to hook up with this girl. I don't need to hook up with anyone. I'm just going to be present and have fun. The end results of those two dates will be very different. That's all I'm going to say. And that's obviously a example with dating, but this is with money, this is with career, this is with life. How you feel about yourself and what you need is what shapes your subconscious. And that's what shapes your reality. So this is why the content that we consume is so important. This is why streamers and influencers get paid more than doctors and lawyers do in this economy. Because only one of those professions has the power to shape realities of millions of people at a time. And there's a simple fix to all this, because remember, this isn't a new problem. Like CNN, Fox, all these media outlets have been farming outrage and shaping worldviews since forever. I mean, look at the boomers, bro. I mean, that's all the evidence you need is look at the boomers. But now, instead of CNN and Fox, it's Hassan Piker and Asmongold. We give the boomers so much shit for getting brainwashed by mainstream media, but this new shit is worse. At least on the news, they run commercials and shit. Like, this is just straight, constant background noise. People have these guys as the background track to their life, not even realizing the impact that it's having on their life. Because, like, I don't know about you guys, I'm way better about it now, but back in the day, I would just throw on whatever. Like, there would be a background track of YouTube videos playing the entire day just so I didn't have to listen to my own thoughts. And you might be doing that now with this video. And if you are, like, wake up. No, I'm just kidding. Finish it first and then you can wake up. But Seriously, there would be all these times where I'd be like, what the fuck am I listening to right now? And it still happens. That's what's so crazy. Is like, even to this day, and I'm aware of all this shit, I still have to like snap out of these trances sometimes. It's a constant reminder not to unconsciously put on background shit for me and my generation. Even with everything I know now, if I'm not like vigilant about it every single day, I'll fall back into it. But these videos, whether you actually care about watching them or not, they're shaping your subconscious. It doesn't know the difference. And this is why reading is so important, man. It's like, who would you rather have your worldview impacted by? Marcus Aurelius, the greatest Roman emperor of all time, or Stinky Chud, who hates women and hates everything, actually, because that's what gets the most views. That's what makes him the most money. It's okay to be like, yeah, the world is cooked right now, but I still deserve, as a human being with one life, one shot at this shit, to feel good anyway. It's not that I don't care about insert, political issue of the week or tragedy of the day. It's that I don't have control over this shit. So letting it have control over me is just fried. It just creates more suffering. I feel like the less that you understand about yourself and what matters to you in life, the more appealing it is to get angry about some bullshit that you don't even have control over. I mean, people fire up the news, fire up Twitter first thing in the morning, dude. Raw dogging tragedy right off the bat. It's like you didn't even try to have a good day. Now you're gonna go through your day seeing the world as this tragic, evil place. That will be your reality. And being aware of every gnarly event that goes down on the entire globe every single day, it does nothing but create more pain. And as someone who, was tapped into this pain for the longest time and still finds myself sometimes slipping back into it, now I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm trying to feel good. So from switching from the it's so over mindset to one which some would call ignorance, I would call gratitude, you can escape an entire generation of doomers who are giving up on this life shit before even trying it, bro. Like, this doomer shit is crazy. It's one of the saddest things out right now. There's a lot of sad shit out, and I think this is probably the saddest. I saw a tweet once, it was great. It was like, oh, there's our little doomer. Like, please come downstairs and tell us how the world is going to end today. The doomer is comforted from the fact that it's over. Because of how over it is, there's no point in trying this life shit. It's why it's so evil, what I'm talking about. Because now millions of people, and mostly dudes, by the way, like, I'm not sure if this doomer disease impacts women. I have no idea. But to me, like, from what I'm seeing, it seems like it's just mostly dudes, and they're just all giving up on being part of society, giving up on dating, on creating, giving up on just being happy, or like trying to find things that make you feel happy, make you feel good. And, speaking from personal experience, I feel like if you spend too much time on the internet as a guy, it eventually gets to you. It's only a matter of time before you become a doomer. There's been mad times throughout the years where I've been like, damn, like, shit, it really is over out here. We're fucked. Like, what's even the point of trying? You start using words like hypergamy and shit. Like, a topic like hypergamy is actually a great example, because it's like, yes, this is something that exists, but talking about it constantly and complaining about it, it just makes it a bigger part of your reality. That's all it does. It just makes it worse, dude. You're constantly seeing the worst that the world has to offer. And then you step into the real world and your brain cannot see the good. You've conditioned it to focus on the bad. That's the power of the subconscious. There's entire books about this shit, bro. Like, these heads have not read Carl Jung. These heads have not read Neville Goddard. No, I don't want to sound like a prick, but it's just why reading is so important, dude. Like, these videos are really worse than drugs, because it's altering your reality 24/7. Whole time, if you just stop scrolling, stop watching, and go outside, you quickly realize, oh shit, like, the world is not over. Like, people are still out here going to work, socializing, being happy, having fun, trying to enjoy life. It's like a big fat lie that happens when you spend too much time watching shit like this, bro. Watching these chuds. When it's over, it's over. We'll pack it up. But until then, it's like I'm not really trying to hear this shit anymore, bro. The doomer starts to enjoy the helplessness that comes from this, okay? That's the feeling that they're focused on. And this is why I say like, oh, like you should be journaling, you should be meditating so you can recognize your feelings. People are like, what are you gay? What are you, sus? It's like, no, recognizing feelings is how you shape your reality, right? So these people don't even understand that they have fallen in love with the feeling of helplessness. It gives them comfort. So now that's what they're focused on. And by watching this content, they're just throwing gas on that. And it's a choice, the feelings that we can focus on. That's why it's like, yo, wake up. That's why I literally felt like I have woken up, because like, I don't know about you guys. I'd rather focus on feelings that I want to feel more of. I'd rather focus on feeling good, feeling grateful, feeling calm, like focusing on the shit that I can control, my family, my relationships. I'm done letting people make me feel selfish because I want to feel good. One of the coldest quotes of all time, in my opinion, is from Machiavelli. And obviously, you got to be careful taking what this dude said seriously, because he was a nut job, manipulative. He died broke. He died alone. But I don't care, because he said, a prince does not concern himself with what he cannot control. If you take that simple ass quote to heart, the outrage, the depression, the emotions, the feelings that make clicking these videos addicting, the reason these are getting millions and millions of views a day, all of that shit stops making sense, because it's all about shit that you have no control over. All this tweaking about the external world, it's irrelevant. Literally all of it is irrelevant, has nothing to do with you being happy. You being impacted by all this external shit, it's a lie. Look inward. And dude, I'm definitely sounding like a nut job, but I don't even care. This is the truth. Tapping into this doomerism, Prince Cash. Like, you look at these guys, they are making so much money, but it's like, what is financial success if you're mass producing depression? If you're convincing millions of people it's over, this life shit is over. That's evil, is it not? Like, I'm shocked that I've never seen a video on this before. And I get the irony here that you could say, like, dude, aren't you just another one of these chuds telling me how to feel? And that would be true, I am. But I hope that, what I'm saying has a positive impact on your perspective on the world, as opposed to it's over. And at the end of the day, people have the right to watch whatever they want to watch and feel however they want to feel. I just think a lot of people don't know this shit. They don't even understand what's going on, because I didn't. That's really the point of this video. It's like, this doomer shit is getting annoying, bro. Life is too short to be doing this still in 2026. Life is tough. Life has always been tough. Crack open a history book, read Crime and Punishment, come back, talk to me about unfair circumstances, talk to me about it's over. It's like, at the end of the day, the sun goes down and it comes up the next morning, bro. Don't let somebody convince you that right now, despite throughout all of history, all the things that humanity has pushed through, all the wars, genocides, diseases, riots, famines, or what else is there, plagues, don't let them convince you that this is the year where this humanity shit ends. Like, it's not over yet. Have faith. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm totally gonna get shit on for making this video. But I don't really care. So I'll talk to you soon. Peace.